cool. I think it's funny that everybody here is just like most of you are all just very beautiful musicians, and you're all very talented and everything. And I'm gonna just tell stories about poop for like 6 minutes. So I'll start it out. So has anybody worked in a restaurant? Currently work in a restaurant? Have restaurant experience? All right. Artists. Everybody's artists, so I assume so. So I used to work at a Perkins. It was actually the one that's down the street. I don't know if you guys remember that one at West St. Paul. Anybody who's ever been there? Doesn't matter for the joke. Thank you. So I would work the overnights, right? Overnights were my favorite. I did it in high school and community college because I just didn't like people my own age. And so every shift there was one manager who like gave unwarranted life advice, has seen some stuff like typical restaurant stuff. There's one person who has recently been to prison and is trying to get their life together by selling pancakes. And then there's someone who just cries a lot. Like, you guys have probably all worked with people like this, right? So that was most of my like Friday and Saturday nights. It's just hanging out with these people who never would have met otherwise. And there was this one day that I will never forget. So this man walks in. He's absolutely plastered, right? Very drunk, and I know the food isn't good. And I understand why you would have to prepare for it, right? Pre-game for tremendous 12. But so he walks in, and he sits down, and I'm like, hey, can I get you anything? He's just like, I want a water, and I want to tell you that my grandparents took me to this very same Perkins every Sunday as a kid, and I'm pretending to care. And I'm just listening to him go on and on about this, and I'm like, putting in your pancakes. He walks in 11:55. That's an important detail. So I give him his pancakes. And then as he's eating, he has that like drunk person smile where they finally get their food. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's kind of like a child like peeing their pants and knowing that they're like kind of making a mistake. They're just kind of like that kind of a thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like this face. It's like that kind of a face. It's a little bit like an orgasm face. But so he's eating these pancakes. Doesn't really make any noise, doesn't bother anybody. And I give him his bill, and at Perkins you have to go up to the front to pay. So I go back in the back to just, I don't know, do my thing, like trying to get something for another customer. All of a sudden I hear yelling. I hear just absolute, just bloody horror screaming out of nowhere. And I run out there. I'm not going to do anything. Like I'm not a hero. But the guy who went to prison, he's definitely trying to be a hero right now. He's trying to change his life right now. But this guy, the guy who got the pancakes, he's sitting there. He's standing like right in the front of the restaurant, and he's arguing with my manager. She's trying to cash him out, and he's saying that his pancake should have been half price because after midnight you get half price pancakes. But he walked in 11:55, so I'm not in the wrong here, and she's not going to back down. So they get in this little verbal altercation, and at a certain point, he throws a $20 bill at her and then walks out. Which is a good tip for me, because it's like $11 for pancakes, so it's like, that's pretty cool. And he, so all this stuff happens. He starts to walk out, and everybody in the restaurant is like standing in front of the window, just kind of looking at him, seeing what he's doing, and he notices all of us staring back at him. So what he does, and I have to grab the mic for this. So what he does is he looks at me directly in the eyes. I'll look at you guys. He looks me directly in the eyes. He takes his pants off, squats down, still making deep, as if to say it's my fault. He looks me in the eyes, and he just drops the angriest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I looked into his soul. His face is etched into my memory, guys. And like, it was definitely a power move, and like, now looking back at it, I really feel like I should have started shitting myself. Because I feel like that's kind of an animalistic thing to do, and I feel like that's kind of he's trying to be an alpha male in that situation, and I love poop. is it's an important thing to my sexual journey, if I can be truthful with you. So I started fingering my butt when I masturbate. Try it. Try it. Try it. I mean, literally, I started like fingering my butt as I started jerking off, and like I could literally hit the back row right now with my semen after I ejaculate. Now that I have like a little shotgun that I'm like cocking. No pun intended. And so like I started doing that, and it kind of reminded me of like when I was a kid. I always liked butt play as a kid. It's how it sounds. So I would, like, as a child, I didn't realize this until recently, but I would just stand like this in my bedroom just watching TV, and I would just let a little bit of poop out, suck it out. Let a little bit out, suck it out. And I would do that. I would literally fuck myself with day-old Happy Meals that I eaten. I got digested these Happy Meals, and that's how I would like kind of get off as a child. And I'm going back to my roots. That's all I got. I just wanted to walk around this. Okay. Thank you. My name is Banaszewski.